just a clean pan and flawless food every time.
Get your 9.5-inch Gotham steel pan with new titanium ceramic surface for just $19.99. It includes high-end features like a metal scratch guard ring and a solid stainless steel handle. Plus, it's safe for the whole family because Gotham steel has no harmful PFOAs. And we're so sure it won't stick and won't scratch that we're going to give you a huge 90-day money-back guarantee. No other pan will give you that. So call now to get your Gotham steel pan with titanium and ceramic for $19.99. Here's how to order.
To order, call 1-800-340-4038. That's 1-800-340-4038. Or order online at gothamsteel.com. That's 1-800-340-4038.
Your path to retirement may not always be clear, but at T. Rowe Price, we can help guide your retirement savings. So wherever your retirement journey takes you, we can help you reach your goals. Call us or your advisor. T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence.
We know you have a morning routine. We have one too. 7 days a week, AMHQ is right here and weather ready with Jim Cantori, Stephanie Abrams, Jen Carfagno, and the rest of AMHQ.
Let's get right to what you want, and that is the weather.
AMHQ, every morning starting at 5 on the Weather Channel.
In celebration of Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line's anniversary, we're excited to offer rates from $149 in prime season on our 2-night Bahamas cruise. Come experience our delicious food, outstanding service, and the great entertainment throughout the cruise. Get pampered, get excited, and try something new and fun in the beautiful Bahamas. Come celebrate our anniversary. Call 800-814-7100. That's 800-814-7100.
This could be the most high-profile criminal case in the world.
I'm not a public personality. I don't know how to do this.
Do not kill yourself in Kimmy's bedroom. Give me the gun. Give me the gun.
I think that we should cut a deal.
I ain't trying to be respectful. I'm trying to win.
I deserve to get hurt.
The People vs. O.J. Simpson. All new. Tuesdays at 10 on FX.
When the going gets tough, the tough keep pulling.
All new episodes of Highway Through Hell. Sunday nights at 10 on the Weather Channel.
Yeah!
Currently in our area, 62 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sunny skies, gusty winds during the morning, high 68. Winds west-northwest at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Tonight, mainly clear, low 50. Winds west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, mainly sunny, high 71. Winds northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
A cleanup underway in Grady County, Georgia, along the Georgia-Florida state line after a reported tornado tore through the area. The National Weather Service giving this preliminary rating of an EF1 with winds estimated up to 90 miles per hour.
And then the tornado uprooted trees and pulled a mobile home off its foundation. Thankfully, no one was injured. Power crews were out all night trying to clean up from the debris as well as restoring powers. I mean, these are some pretty good trees were snapped. You can see with those winds coming through, and this is why we say all the time, if you are in a mobile home, you've got to make some other friends and go visit them every time there's some bad weather coming through. It's just too dangerous a situation.
Falling trees in the south where the trees are really big is a real problem. I mean, there was one that fell in my backyard not long ago, and I was expecting something that was, just going to make a little bit of a shake, but it felt like there was a giant earthquake when this tall pine tree fell down, and I can see the kind of damage that it does.
Especially those tall, long ones that get up there and they just snap so easily.
And if you're looking at the forecast, we're not expecting any of that weather today. In fact, things are sure.
Lighter.
Yeah, much lighter, much calmer day. Still a little bit cooler than average for most areas, except New Orleans, where you can see the sun on the bottom right shining on Jackson Square right now. And the wind's still going to be noticeable, but we're looking at not expecting the damaging winds that we saw with the storms that rolled through over a couple of days there. And Atlanta starting off with some clouds and just a little peak of sunshine. The outbreak of tornadoes stretching from the Gulf Coast states to the mid-Atlantic, we know, brought at least 23 confirmed tornadoes since Tuesday. That's according to the National Weather Service. More than 3 dozen tornadoes believed to be involved in this outbreak.
Yeah, that's right. Well, 2 days of violent weather. It's actually left at least 8 people dead. And we want to recap and look at some of these storms as they struck, because it was just so incredible to see some of these, how strong they were, as well as just them on signature of the radar.
Yes, there was an interesting phenomenon ongoing Tuesday with the radar. You can see there was a little bit of a circulation that moving through parts of eastern Louisiana that came from the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of subtle, but there's a circulation right in there. Did you see that? Yeah, and it carried with it a little bit of an enhanced wind shear, and that helped promote some of those tornadic supercells as they moved northeastward from Louisiana.
So look right in there.
Yeah. Right, it's kind of hard, and it actually weakened as it moved northward into sort of central Alabama, but it clearly came off the Gulf of Mexico, and it's little circulations like that you've got to watch out for. Here it is, right in here. There's a little guy right in there, and it's moving northeastward from there and carrying with it some of those tornado warnings. So those are things that are very hard to predict, but you can almost sort of have to go by in a nowcasting mode, where you look at the radar and say, uh-oh, I see a particularly dangerous part of the radar coming my way. Take shelter, and this is what can happen as a result.
And this is actually the National Weather Service giving that tornado that hit St. James Parish in Louisiana actually an EF2 rating. That's the preliminary. And that means those winds were as high as 135 miles per hour. So you see the debris that's left behind. You see the roofs that were ripped off some of the homes. We do know that tornado actually killed 2 people at the Sugar Hill RV park in the town of Covenant. But look at this. I mean, just how everything is just thrown together.
Unfortunately, it doesn't take a whole lot of winds to really wreck a mobile home park. You don't have to have winds more than about 100 miles per hour to do that. Obviously, this one was capable of that. But, you know, it's rough because, you know, even a straight line wind from a powerful thunderstorm can cause this kind of damage.
And this also in Louisiana, the National Weather Service rated the tornado that hit LaPlace in St. John the Baptist Parish a preliminary rating of an EF2, as with estimated winds there 130 miles an hour and a path over a quarter-mile wide.
And you can see some of the brick structure was actually damaged there too.
Yeah, there's some more sturdy buildings there that were damaged significantly. You can see that, some of the roofing and even the siding. There's some wall failures, it looks like.
Yeah, especially right by the, it looks like it was part of what was the garage there. And
that's a common sight right there. Did you see that?
In the tree.
That right there highlights one of the big dangers of tornadoes is flying debris.
All right, and Dr. Postel will be back to highlight the possibility of another significant threat next week.
And I turn around and there's 3 rattlesnakes.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Don't worry, Rob, you're covered.
State Farm agents are there whenever you need them.
From the moment they wake up, doers don't stop. Every day is a chance to do something great. And for the ones they love, they'd do anything. Sears Optical has glasses made for doing. Right now, buy 1 pair and get another free. Quality eyewear for doers. Sears Optical.
You know, some people think reverse mortgages sound too good to be true. I mean, you get cash out of your home, no monthly payments, and you still own your home. You'd think there has to be a catch, right? Well, there isn't. It's like any other mortgage, only with a reverse mortgage, the loan's paid back when the last borrower leaves the home. In fact, reverse mortgages are based on a notion that President Reagan signed into law over 25 years ago in order to help seniors remain in their homes. If you're 62 or older and own your own home, you may qualify for a government-insured reverse mortgage with AAG that allows you to turn the equity in your home into tax-free cash. Call 1-800-981-6380 now to receive a new free information kit, including reverse mortgage guide and DVD, personal stories from people like you, and a brand new family guide for children and loved ones, all absolutely free with no obligation. AAG can help you eliminate monthly mortgage payments, pay off credit card debt or other bills, and provide some real retirement security. Call 1-800-981-6380 today to get your free AAG reverse mortgage information kit and bonus DVD. In the kit, you'll receive a helpful 3-part guide. The first will show you how a government-insured reverse mortgage allows you to access the equity in your home as tax-free cash. 500,000 people have already done it. The second booklet contains stories by people just like you who have had their lives changed forever. And the third guide is full of helpful answers and information for children and loved ones. Call 1-800-981-6380 now to receive your information kit and DVD, all absolutely free. It's simply an effective way for folks just like you to get the cash you need to enjoy your retirement. Find out why a reverse mortgage could be the retirement solution you're looking for. Call 1-800-981-6380 now to receive your information kit and DVD, all absolutely free. Call 1-800-981-6380 now. AAG, the best advice for a better life.
With an unlimited mileage warranty on your certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz, you can drive as far as you want for up to 3 years and be covered. So no matter where you go, your peace of mind and confidence will be as unlimited as your mileage. Visit the Certified Pre-Owned Sales event now through February 29th and learn more about our unlimited mileage warranty only at your authorized dealer. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
This is Sheldon, whose long day setting up the news starts with minor arthritis pain and a choice. Take Tylenol or take Aleve, the #1 recommended pain reliever by orthopedic doctors. Just 2 Aleve can keep pain away all day. Back to the news.
You know what made me really love weather was growing up in Ohio and getting a lot of snow in the wintertime. And my dad used to get so excited when it snowed because he'd take me and my sister sledding. And to me, it was one of my fondest childhood memories, winter sledding with my sister and my dad.
Currently in our area, 62 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sunny skies, gusty winds during the morning, high 68. Winds west-northwest at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Tonight, mainly clear, low 50. Winds west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, mainly sunny, high 71. Winds northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Closed captioning brought to you by California Walnuts. What makes this the best simple dinner ever? Great tasting, heart-healthy California walnuts. So simple. Get the recipes at walnuts.org.
This is Weather Center Live, and this is a time lapse of the snow coming down Maryville, Indiana. It's about 45 miles southeast of Chicago, and you're watching the snow slowly pile up. Notice where it sticks to first. The colder surfaces, the grass, the roof of the car, and you can see the engine probably a little warm there on the truck. That's still a little spot there. And then now finally the roads.
And the invasion, it takes over the roads. And that's a view coming out of Maryville. We showed you a time lapse from the beginning to eventually the end. And then how about this? Dr. Postel,
yes.
You will appreciate this.
I do.
You do.
I'm hungry.
The grill must go on, even if it's a near blizzard outside. This is actually at Decatur, Illinois. And the folks there said, hey, we need our meat. Got pork, they have chicken, they have steak. Business as usual at PT's Barbecue in Decatur. And they were grilling it up and taking it to a whole new level. I would imagine maybe the big fat snowflakes, because they were so big and wet, maybe it'll help tenderize the meat a little bit more.
It might have, and it makes me hungry actually just thinking of that. I'm thinking of maybe getting a little barbecue.
I know
for lunch.
you are a Kansas City barbecue man.
I love it. Yes, I do.
You'll take it any way you can.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, thank you so much for staying with us. You're watching Weather Sun Live. I'm Jen Delgado.
And I'm Chris Warren. Storm specialist Dr. Greg Postel is here. Dr. Postel, we're going to talk about what could be coming next week, coming up in a little bit.
Yes, we will. We got a shot maybe at another repeat. Not exactly, but you know, the pattern is kind of what it is going through those modes where we see things that are similar, you know, within about a week apart.
All right, so we're going to take a look at our confidence, and you're going to explain that coming up too as well. All right, we also have an extensive network of cameras we like to use as kind of our virtual window to the world and kind of show you what's going on. And because it's the world, we'll go anywhere in the world. You know, we think a lot of people need a break. How about St. Bart's?
Take me there. Can someone take me there?
Yeah, let's see if we can get somebody to sponsor you to go there, to actually pay for your flight.
That'd be nice.
But St. Bart's, it's free today with this beautiful view.
I'll take in the trade winds anytime.
I know. Look at the water, the blue water. The sky is nice. And Chris, we have some other areas we're going to take a stop.
We do, Jen. We're sending you to Toledo, Ohio. Here's a look at some snow right now.
Jennifer.
It's a wonderful city.
Hey, you know what, Toledo? We are giving you all the love. I specifically requested to see this live shot out of Toledo. We wanted to give you love. So Chris wanted to go to the West Indies. I'm going to Toledo. So where are we sending? What?
Postel was going to.
Yeah, I thought you wanted to go too.
Well, I mean, you know.
I mean, who would?
Well, where do you want to send me then?
I want to send you to San Francisco.
All right. San Francisco, here we come.
You can see Margie.
You see a big, oh, this is cool. You look at that. You see a big container ship there moving.
A cargo ship in the back. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool. And what else isn't moving? The cargo ship is moving faster than the traffic in the foreground.
I am jealous of both of your eyesight. I can't see any of that. All right. Well, how about a view of St. Louis?
Your hometown.
Yeah, that's right. You know what? I got out on Tuesday evening before the snow came through. And guess how many inches they got?
I'm going to guess about 6.
6 is right. Yeah, that's right. 6 inches of snowfall in St. Louis. Yeah, the arch. It was a beautiful view, I would imagine. But the good news is those temperatures, they're going to be warming up for the weekend. I know it's going to be hard to believe that you're actually going to be looking at some warm temperatures after what you dealt with yesterday. So what's going on? We got all these warm surface winds that are going to be invading across parts of the Midwest, even up towards parts of the plains. This is going to happen Saturday as well as into Sunday. And we can show you the flow. Notice as we go Saturday and Sunday, these temperatures are going to respond to this by going almost 30 degrees above average. Remember last weekend you had temperatures that are 30 degrees above average? Well, it's making a comeback, just like the 70s, right? Well, for tomorrow, we're going to see temperature of 59 degrees in Rapid City. Bismarck, 53 degrees. And if you watch, you can start to see a bit of that wind, that Chinook wind, actually warming things up. For North Platte, 10 degrees above average. But you're looking at Bismarck, 23. It's insane. Saturday, here comes the 60s returning to Bismarck, 30 degrees above average. Omaha, 66. Chicago, 55 degrees. I know you're not in the 30-degree mark warmer, but still 15 degrees above average is nothing to sneeze at. Now, if you notice, you're going to see some of that blue trying to return there. What we have is actually a clipper that's going to be moving through parts of Canada, so ushering in a bit of that cooler air to the north. But for Minneapolis and areas down towards the south, temperatures will continue to stay above average. And then eventually you're going to start to see a front come through, kind of lay down. And then we'll start to see some rain trying to return as we head into Monday. But as we show you for your forecasted highs, 68 degrees for Goodland, 66 in North Platte. St. Louis, you're still warm on Monday with 62 degrees. And then Oklahoma City, 74. Of course, when you start to get those warm temperatures and you dry things out, you worry about the increased danger for fire. Forecasting highs as we go through tomorrow. Again, still a couple of degrees above average, even for parts of Texas. Right now, we're going to talk more about inside weather. We'll send it over to Dr. Greg Postel as well as Chris Warren. And it looks like even by next week, some cities like St. Louis may be looking at some more snow returning.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to be dealing with. Dr. Postel is here because you feel like there is going to be, and you think there's going to be a storm. It's just the details, of course, this far away, about a week away. The details still need to be worked out.
Right. You have a lot of pieces of information that are kind of coming together to bring us a story about maybe another storm rolling across the mid part of the U.S. middle of next week. Not necessarily a whole lot different than what we just went through yesterday. Let's look at our forecast, which blends in a lot of those pieces of information together to give you, we think, the most likely outcome here. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, this is a forecast.
Yeah.
And forecasts do change.
Yeah, they do.
Right? So, I mean, by the time we get into next Monday, looking at the Tuesday forecast, it's likely to look different, but this is the general idea right now.
The general idea right now, taking in, as I mentioned, this is an important part of the discussion, a lot of pieces of information, because each one of those says something a little bit different, and it all carries uncertainty with it. But if you blend them all together in a sort of this highly mathematical way, you can come up with a good answer. And I think this is a good answer for next Tuesday, suggesting maybe some showers and thunderstorms across the mid part of the country, and also maybe some rain and even snow on the backside a little farther north. That's Tuesday. We can play the same game on Wednesday and show you that this is, again, where our forecast is set up here. blending in all those pieces of information, suggesting another storm system moving northward across the Tennessee Valley during the middle of the week. And it could have some of the same types of hazards like we saw yesterday. Too early to call yet.
But it looks similar.
It does. It does. So let's talk about how we get here using
how we get to this forecast.
How we get to this forecast. One of those pieces of information, for example, is the ECMWF model, which is generally a pretty good model, showing you where the ECMWF model thinks the jet stream is going to be by the middle of next week. And the operational run, which is sort of their control run, does suggest that there's going to be a dip in the jet stream about like that. And underneath there, those are usually accompanied by areas of low pressure and storminess. So this is what the Euro thinks for the middle of next week.
The operational run.
The operational run.
But there's a little bit more to that.
There is a lot more to it, because what all these models, these large sort of global models do, is they don't run the forecast once. They run them over and over again, many times, tweaking the initial starting point a little bit differently and seeing if they can get some kind of consensus out of that, right? Because if you run it differently and you get totally different answers, there's not a lot of certainty in the forecast. But if they all kind of say the same thing, you can have confidence in it. So let's do that. Watch what they do here when you run over and over again. They run the model again and again and again for a position of the jet stream, and they get something like that, which is, when I look at that, I'm thinking, Chris, I don't know. There's a lot of them that kind of say there's going to be a
difference, right?
There is uncertainty and spread in here.
And spread, but
the theme,
the pattern, the theme, yes.
Thank you.
Is there.
The theme is there for a trough somewhere there in the middle part of the country. So this is an important takeaway. I would say there's a reasonable amount of confidence that there will be some stormy times coming out of the middle part of next week, looking something like this. Again, this is where I left you before. This is our forecast, blending in all that data. Stay tuned, because it could contain all kinds of weather, kind of like the thunderstorms that we saw yesterday and kind of like some of the winter weather we saw also.
All right, definitely worth watching, Jen.
All right, that's right. Certainly paying attention, especially by Tuesday. Well, Windstorm Petros still bringing howling winds and heavy snow as it moves to the north. Now, coming up, where the worst travel conditions will be today and how much more snow will fall. Will you see more scenes like that? We'll let you know.
Currently in our area, 63 degrees under partly cloudy skies with windy conditions. Today, sunny skies, gusty winds during the morning, high 68. Winds west-northwest at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Tonight, mainly clear, low 50. Winds west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, mainly sunny, high 71. Winds northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour.
If you have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, isn't it time to let the real you shine through? Introducing Otezla, a Premolast. Otezla is not an injection or a cream. It's a pill that treats plaque psoriasis differently. Some people who took Otezla saw 75% clearer skin after 4 months. And Otezla's prescribing information has no requirement for routine lab monitoring. Don't take Otezla if you are allergic to any of its ingredients. Otezla may increase the risk of depression. Tell your doctor if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts, or if these feelings develop. Some people taking Otezla reported weight loss. Your doctor should monitor your weight and may stop treatment. Side effects may include diarrhea, nausea, upper respiratory tract infection, and headache. Tell your doctor about all the medicines you take and if you're pregnant or planning to be. Ask your dermatologist about Otezla today. Otezla. Show more of you.
Pure is big, bold, and just better. Pure is McCormick. The smallest pinch of Pure McCormick can make meals legendary. We want to help you realize the rich taste that Pure can bring, because Pure tastes better.
Well, the squirrels are back in the attic.
Mom?
Your dad won't call an exterminator.
Can I call you back, Mom?
He says it's personal this time.
If you're a mom, you call it the worst time. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
Where are you? It's very loud there. Are you taking a Zumba class?
I've suffered for 18 years with dry, cracked hands.
In the winter in Chicago, it's dry, it's cold, makes my hands even worse.
O'Keefe's Working Hands. Guaranteed relief for dry, cracked hands.
My hands feel better.
I finally found relief.
Learn more at o'keefescompany.com.
Have you tried O'Keefe's?
What backache? What sore wrist? What headache? Advil makes pain a distant memory. Nothing works faster, stronger, or longer. What pain? Advil.
Meet the Piadina, the newest addition to Olive Garden's Lunch Duos menu. Paired with your choice of unlimited super salad starting at just $6.99. Think of it as a quesadilla that speaks fluent Italian. Olive Garden.
Listen up. I'm here to get the lady of the house back on her feet and give her the strength and energy to stay healthy. Who's with me?
Yay! The complete balanced nutrition of great tasting Ensure with 9 grams of protein and 26 vitamins and minerals. Ensure. Take life in.
Lots of vitamins A and C, and only 50 calories a serving. Good morning indeed. V8. Veggies for all.
Many sleep aids have pain medicine, but ZzzQuil is different. Because why would you take a pain medicine when all you want is good sleep? ZzzQuil, a non-habit-forming sleep aid that's not for pain, just for sleep.
Close out winter in style at our February suit sale. Right now, select suits are $179.99. All ties are 3 for $60. Plus, buy one, get one free on even more. Men's Warehouse. Follow your style.
Breaking right now, following a fire in Malibu, California, just to the north of Los Angeles. Firefighters battling a brush fire. This is in a canyon area in Malibu, and you can see on the map to the right. Wind's not a huge factor at the moment, with winds, at least at some of the official observing sites, anywhere from about 5 to almost 10 miles an hour. And in Malibu, if you look, you can see the smoke right in here. And it doesn't appear that the smoke is moving very fast, but it is moving. You can see a little bit of movement to that smoke if you look carefully. And here's some of the firefighters right here on the line. We understand residents are being evacuated in the area, about 15 homes affected right now. According to the Los Angeles the fire, according to LASD, I should say, burning about 4 to 5 miles north of the Pacific Coast Highway, and it's moving north. A voluntary evacuation order was in effect for residents in the sparsely populated area, and we also understand campers at 2 sites were preparing for possible evacuations. And you see the firefighters here on the ground. We understand in all about 200 firefighters working to contain the fire. So we are going to continue to follow this for you. You can see some of the hot spots there, the actual flames and the smoke burning in the areas where it appears that the smoke has already burned. You can see some of the dark spots, but also not sure if that white might be either some retardant maybe. I don't know for sure, not an expert on this subject, but it certainly looks like it. Looks like something, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, absolutely. And we're looking at the regional forecast across parts of the West. And you know what? The bad news is across parts of California, we're not expecting any rainfall. The northern part will try to tap into some precip. But as we show you some of the rainiest winters for Seattle, it has been incredible, nearly double the average. We have a live view of Seattle, and kind of hard to believe. We've got a sunny and beautiful start, 41 degrees. And then we look at Lake Tahoe, 37 degrees. But you can see those inches across parts of the West and how much rain. Well, when a tornado hits, the dangers for survivors actually who ride out these storms at home are often only just the beginning. Meteorologist Maria LaRosa takes us through the danger after the tornado has ended.
There's no structure, there's no roof, there's just nothing. It's almost like a dumping ground where you are.
In December, as an EF3 tornado approached Rowlett, Texas, Scott Fleming took shelter in a bathroom. While his safe place was planned out, Scott was unprepared for what followed.
It was dark and I didn't have a flashlight with me. It happened so quick we didn't grab any of that. Here I am in house shoes. stepping over things, feeling your way through. You hope you don't impale yourself with anything.
Everywhere you go, there's going to be dangerous situations. You can get a cut and an infection from nails. You can get electrocuted from wires. You can see that there's glass everywhere, pipes that might have gas in them. These are all the dangers that exist.
Tadagolia, founder of the First Response Team of America, suggests storing essentials like a flashlight, batteries, clothes, and sturdy shoes in your safe place. And once you've left a neighborhood struck by a storm, you shouldn't rush to return.
It's important to give the local officials some time to make sure the electrical lines are shut off, to make sure that the gas is shut off.
So let the trained professionals get in there, assess the situation, control the scene, and then at the appropriate time, they'll let the homeowners back in when needed to be.
And that's why skilled operators from the First Response Team are welcomed by emergency managers in the wake of destructive tornadoes.
When an individual has training, has the safety precautions in mind, and is able to work their unit properly and effectively, like Tad and his team, we can ask for anything better.
Winter Storm Petros not done yet. Coming up, where scenes that we have seen so far, like this, snowy scenes, where we could see more of this, and who could end up with more than a foot of snow when it's all said and done.
We're not going in the pool.
No, we're not.
No. We need a hot tub. Here's a view of Detroit. Detroit, we have some issues with our camera right now. You can see some of the snow on the lens, 31 degrees. We'll let you know what the weekend will bring and whether your temperatures are going to soar much like everyone else.
Responding by storm, powered by Ram trucks. Guts, glory, Ram.
Building the only truck with the best fuel economy. An award-winning engine. And a 9,200-pound towing capacity takes guts. Overcoming any obstacle, that's the glory. Get a great deal on the trucks that give you both during Ram Truck Month. Now get 0% financing for 60 months, plus up to $2,000 truck month bonus cash on 2016 Ram 1500 trucks.
Well, this is what I call helpfulness.
You have a car accident on a holiday weekend, and your insurance company still gets right to work on the claim.
You call for a quote, and they're asking all the right questions and explaining things that nobody else explained.
Helpfulness is what life is all about. And at Amica, we think it's what insurance should be all about, too. This is our heritage. Call Amica now for a free quote. You could save up to 25% when you insure more than one car with Amica. Welcome to Amica. This is helpfulness. Insured.
We know you have a morning routine. We have one too. 7 days a week. AMHQ is right here and weather ready.
Let me get you ready for the day weather-wise.
We've got a lot going on this morning.
Definitely see what kind of pattern we've had.
So start your morning routine with Jim Cantori, Stephanie Abrams, Jan Carfagna, and the rest of AMHQ.
It is a team here at the Weather Channel, and an awesome team at that.
Let's get right to what you want, and that is the weather.
AMHQ, every morning starting at 5 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 63 degrees under partly cloudy skies with windy conditions. Today, sunny skies, gusty winds during the morning, high 68. Winds west-northwest at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Tonight, mainly clear, low 50. Winds west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, mainly sunny, high 71. Winds northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Shoulders don't just carry pads, they carry your fans' passions, hopes, and dreams, and maybe a chance at greatness. Because shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
I don't want to live with the uncertainties of Hep C.
Or wonder whether I should seek treatment.
I am ready.
Because today, there's Harvoni, a revolutionary treatment for the most common type of chronic hepatitis C. Harvoni is proven to cure up to 99% of patients who've had no prior treatment. It's the one and only cure that's one pill once a day for 12 weeks. Certain patients can be cured with just 8 weeks of Harvoni. With Harvoni, there's no interferon, and there are no complex regimens. Tell your doctor if you have other liver or kidney problems, HIV, or other medical conditions, and about all the medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Harvoni may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects of Harvoni may include tiredness, headache, and weakness. I am ready to put Hep C behind me.
I am ready to be cured.
Are you ready? Ask your Hep C specialist if Harvoni is right for you.
Lose weight fast with Slim Fast Advanced Shakes. Replace a meal with one of 4 delicious new flavors, like creamy chocolate, with 20 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, and 100% daily fiber. Slim Fast Advanced Shakes. It's your thing.
Pet moments are beautiful, unless you have allergies. Then your eyes may see it differently. Only Flonase is approved to relieve both itchy, watery eyes and congestion. No other nasal allergy spray can say that. When we breathe in allergens, our bodies react by overproducing 6 key inflammatory substances that cause our symptoms. Most allergy pills only control 1 substance. Flonase controls 6, and 6 is greater than 1. Complete allergy relief or incomplete? Let your eyes decide. Flonase, 6 is greater than 1, changes everything.
From the moment they wake up, doers don't stop. Every day is a chance to do something great. And for the ones they love, they do anything. Sears Optical has glasses made for doing. Right now, buy 1 pair and get another free. Quality eyewear for doers. Sears Optical.
When you're on hold, your business is on hold. That's why Comcast Business doesn't leave you there. When you call, a small business expert will answer you in about 30 seconds. No annoying hold music. Just a real person, real fast, whenever you need them. So your business can get back to business. Sounds like my ride's ready.
Don't get stuck on hold. Reach an expert fast. Comcast Business, built for business.
Located in a discreet and tranquil Palm Beach County, Florida setting, the Rehab Center for Women provides expert and compassionate care for women who are suffering from substance abuse, trauma, and mental illness. We offer custom treatment plans, including medical detox and specialized rehab to give women the strength and focus they need to begin living the lives they deserve. You don't have to suffer anymore. Call 888-302-5579 or visit helpforwomen.com to start healing today.
When the going gets tough, the tough keep pulling.
All new episodes of Highway Through Hell, Sunday nights at 10 on the Weather Channel.
Yeah! There is a winter storm bringing a lot of snow to parts of the Midwest. This is in Crown Point, Indiana, about 50 miles southeast of Chicago. We're not going in the pool today.
No, we're sitting inside the house. We're like, when are we going to see warmer temperatures? Be patient, because this weekend you'll see warmer temperatures returning. Well, this area picked up 2 inches of snow. The National Weather Service reported whiteout conditions because the snow was so heavy and wet. You know, think about if it had been some of that drier snow, it really would have been whipping around.
Let's take a look at what you can expect with a look at your Midwest forecast for the day. And we're going to start off right now with a look at the current temperatures, where it is in the 20s in Minneapolis, right at the freezing mark in Chicago through the day. Still have that cool north wind, north to northwest wind coming in over the lakes, and some showers just east of the lakes, some snow showers. Highs today only in the 30s for most areas, but over to Des Moines, St. Louis, Kansas City in the 40s.
Yeah, that's right. We have 2 live views coming in out of East Lansing as well as in Chicago. Both of you showing you some snow on the ground. Well, we do know that, of course, we continue our coverage of Winter Storm Petrus.
And with that, wind and waves on Lake Michigan.
That's right. Reagan Medji is in Michigan City, Indiana, on the shores of the lake. And good morning to you. A rather rough start, huh?
Oh, we have no idea. So we got the goggles on just to make sure with, yeah. I mean, I'm going to be honest, but hey, I'm earning my Weather Channel patch here. Yeah, so we got the winds and the sand coming at me, but check out all of this wind going past me. Matt's going to be walking ever so gingerly because we've got slush and ice and snow and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is just some of the wind coming off of Lake Michigan. Michigan City, Indiana. So what you're seeing seeing is a lot of wind. Gusts could be up to 50 miles an hour today. And what you're also seeing, and do take note, every so often you'll see a big splash and crash of a wave. And I was hoping that maybe the live news gods would take cue and splash and crash of a wave. Oh, there we are. And that's odd this time of year, mainly because this lake would be covered in a lot more ice than it is now. Well, my goodness, the news live gods are listening to me. So what's happening is that right now there's only 12% of this lake covered in ice. Last year at this time, we were looking at 62% of Lake Michigan covered in ice last year. Thanks, Tom Nizzle, for that little stat. What you're also looking at, it looks like mounds of snow and ice. That's exactly what it is. We're not going out there because parts of it could be 8 feet thick. Other parts, very thin, like a cavern, because all the water is eating away at it. That's my look at the waves and the water action. So this is going to be happening all throughout the day. Gusts of up to 50 miles an hour. And about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it should start dying down Central Time. And the snow should be out of here by then, too. Guys, back to you.
Real quick, Reagan, will you do us a favor at Reagan Medji on Twitter? Will you post a picture of Matt walking gingerly for us? Or a video?
I will. One of these things.
Okay.
Yes.
Get your feet up high.
That's almost like a zombie dance in snow. Mm-hmm. All right, Reagan Medji reporting live.
With all of the wind.
All right, Dr. Postel is here. He's been scantering around the studio here, getting the latest. That's a different story. Looking at the latest information, but more snow to come, Dr. Postel.
A little bit. I mean, we have a little bit of still some upper level energy moving through, and there's going to actually be some snow showers that are going to drive sort of the snow showery theme, I think, across the Ohio Valley, with convection playing a role in their existence. In other words, some cold air aloft still working its way through the Ohio Valley, allowing the atmosphere to release that instability in the form of snow showers. Sometimes we think of convection as only being a warm season thing, but it's not. You can obviously get it in the winter, and we'll have some of that, I think, later on this afternoon. When some of the clouds break up a little bit, right now it's pretty much overcast, but definitely a cold pocket aloft at about 10,000 feet is going to be rolling through and allowing the atmosphere to release that instability in the form of snow showers. So a couple inches at most, really not a whole lot, but just I'll time it out. I'll let you sort of watch and enjoy.
All right. All right, we're watching and we're enjoying. We're going to talk more about Winter Storm Petros coming up after the break.
Currently in our area, 63 degrees under partly cloudy skies with windy conditions. Today, sunny skies, gusty winds during the morning, high 68. Winds west-northwest at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Tonight, mainly clear, low 50. Winds west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, mainly sunny, high 71. Winds northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
We're in a freaking tornado right now.
Holy crap, man!
48 hours of horror, a deadly tornado outbreak spanning hundreds of miles and impacting more than a dozen states. At least 8 people killed. Storms reducing hundreds of homes to rubble. We go live to one of the hardest hit areas. This is Weather Center Live. Good morning. I'm meteorologist Chris Warren.
And I'm meteorologist Jen Delgado. It is Thursday, February the 25th, the last Thursday of the month. Hard to believe. And we continue our coverage of Winter Storm Petros. It's still making quite a mess across parts of the Midwest.
Some spots have already picked up more than a foot of snow. The timing and where another 5 to 8 inches of snow is expected to fall.
And a warmer weekend, dare we say? Could we have a repeat? Yes, back-to-back weekends where temperatures are going to soar in some of these locations. Nearly 30 degrees above average. Ladies, get your toes on. Get ready for the heat for this upcoming weekend. This is Weather Center Live.
And once again, it seems like it has been almost a regular thing. We would usually call it a rare wintertime severe weather outbreak any other season, except maybe this season. Mid-Atlantic yesterday getting the worst of it. Reported tornadoes ripping through the state of Virginia. Tragic impact, we know, in Waverly, which is in the southeast part of the state.
Yeah, the National Weather Service in Wakefield is sending a survey team to investigate the tornado damage there. They plan to send out several teams this morning, and they're going to go basically and look to see the damage that was left behind. Very forensic, and that's where we find our Paul Goodlow. Good morning to you, Paul. I know you're just southeast of Richmond. Tell us what the residents there are saying about this damage.
Well, you know, a lot of people are coming around here just surveying it because really, you know, they're trying to recover. And kind of let me set the stage for you here. When in Waverly, Virginia, along Highway 460 here, which was closed for a while because of this devastating tragedy here. And behind me, you might see those stairs. You see the cinder blocks. There used to be a mobile home that was there this time yesterday. And then a possible tornado came through here roughly 2:35 in the afternoon. In fact, I think we can pop up the radar recap. Again, this area was under a tornado watch starting at 1:45 yesterday afternoon. So the Storm Prediction Center, even the local National Weather Service office knew that we were going to have severe weather in this area. So that's why the watch was issued. And then roughly around 2:37 was the first tornado warning. Now, ideally, we were watching Mike Siddell yesterday in Louisiana. They had a 13, 15-minute warning before, when the first warning was issued, before they actually had that tornado touch down. Didn't have that luxury here in Waverly, and that's why, you know, we always have to be wary of the watches, meaning conditions are ripe, and the warning means we have something developing or close to developing in the area, and that's what happened here. So little to no warning in terms of the actual tornado warning. We knew it was going to happen in this area, possibly with a watch being issued. But there were 3 souls that were in that mobile home when the possible tornado struck. And as you can see, there's nothing but some steps and some cinder blocks. So, okay, what happened to it? Well, we're going to pan across Highway 460 there. A lot of traffic going by here. And you can see debris, and you see that? That's where a good chunk of the mobile home landed. Unfortunately, the 3 occupants, 3 souls in that house, a 50-year-old male, a 26-year-old male, and a 2-year-old little boy, lost their lives. Their bodies were found actually even past that debris field over in the woods there. Talking about 300 yards where they were found from where they were when that possible tornado hit. Again, we're still waiting for official word from the National Weather Service office out of Wakefield, Virginia, to determine whether this was actually a tornado. But coming up next hour, Jen, we'll talk about even how some of these trees are laid and how that is perhaps a telltale sign whether that was a tornado that came through here or not. But still, again, a tragic day here in Wakefield, Virginia. 3 people losing their lives literally just hours ago. Jen?
Yeah, very awful story coming out of there, especially hearing about that little boy. Just amazing to hear how people can just be pulled away from this. Again, Paul Goodlow reporting live from Waverly, Virginia. Well, we have actually aerial coverage right now coming out of Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. This is just west of the Philadelphia metro area. Houses were damaged from yesterday's severe storms that moved through. You can actually see the roof of the homes actually damaged. Now, this looks to be a mortar structure, I would say. But you can see this is actually video of just what happened there. And the storms came through. We saw this yesterday, and we were actually live with this coverage, this view coming actually out of WCAU, but we're still waiting for the National Weather Service team to go out there and actually survey the damage that was left behind.
The storm reports that we have so far suggest that it was thunderstorm wind damage, not tornadic. If it's true, just tells you how damaging non-tornadic winds can be. You don't have to have a tornado to do significant damage. You can have winds of 80 to 100 miles per hour come out of a thunderstorm, no problem, especially on a day like yesterday. But as you said, the Weather Service teams will be out there to go ahead and you know, make sure that they know what this was. We still are maybe a little bit of uncertainty there.
And this is actually Salisbury Township, Pennsylvania. We did see it on the radar. We saw that line of storms that were coming through there. And certainly now we can see the clean cleanup effort is on the way.
Yeah, I mean, there were storm reports coming out of all across eastern Pennsylvania, from Harrisburg to Lancaster, all the way to basically the New Jersey border. So they were big storms. And these are basically the same ones that moved northward out of Virginia and Maryland.
D.C., Richmond,
yeah.
Do you see something here? I mean, I don't know if you saw that. It looked like that people were bringing debris back closer to the homes. And another thing is you look at the trees and which direction they have fallen. If they're all going the same way, that's not conclusive that it's straight line winds, but that would be one clue.
I would like to have this camera operator to zoom out a little bit. Unfortunately, we have no control over that.
To see if there's a path or...
To see if there is some kind of circulation in the damage pattern, but I too can't tell from that just by this view.
But Chris, you're right. You can see that's all lined up.
All of these trees are
lined up in one direction, where you would think it's wind direction, straight line winds. All right, again, these are just showing you some of the reports you can see in the blue of some of the wind damage across parts of Pennsylvania and, of course, Virginia. So again, we continue our coverage as Winter Storm Petros continues to pull away, but of course the severe side was such a big player.
It was the severe side, but also we're going to take a look at the wintry side of things. We've already seen more than a foot of snow in several locations, with a lot more snow to come.
And coming up, we'll let you know and time out that snowfall right after the break.
You both have a perfect driving record.
Perfect.
No tickets, no accidents.
That is until one of you clips a food truck, ruining your perfect record.
Yeah.
Now, you would think your insurance company would cut you some slack, right?
No, your insurance rates go through the roof. Your perfect record doesn't get you anything.
Anything.
Perfect.
For drivers with accident forgiveness, Liberty Mutual won't raise your rates due to your first accident. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Here's something new. Now you can get the Weather Channel forecast on the new LL Bean app. Just tap, shop, and discover. The new app from LL Bean, featuring forecasts from the Weather Channel. Download today.
Sit. More sit per roll. Bounty is 2 times more absorbent. So one roll of Bounty can last longer than those bargain brands. So you get more life per roll. Bounty, the long-lasting, quicker picker-upper.
Alarm systems tell us after a break-in has occurred. So I thought, what if you could prevent burglaries before they happen? My invention, the Ring Video Doorbell, does that.
Hello?
I'm doing free tree trimming estimates.
I'm bathing the children right now.
With Ring, you're always home. Ring lets you see and speak with whoever's at your home from anywhere. And with dual power options, you can install Ring in just minutes. Available at ring.com and these fine retailers.
When I lay in my Tempur-Pedic contour, the next thing I know, it's morning.
With TemperFlex, you've got the spring and bounce of a traditional mattress.
My cloud feels like somebody's hugging you.
There's a Tempur-Pedic for everyone. And now through February 28th, save up to $300 on one of our most popular Tempur-Breeze mattress sets.
You know what makes me a weather geek is owning like 5 weather stations at my house, and then I name them. Who does that? Seriously. I did. I named my weather station Albedo. For you weather geeks, you'll understand what that is. And then I have Albedo Jr. Don't ask. Join the Weather Channel fan community at weloveweather.tv.
Currently in our area, 63 degrees under partly cloudy skies with windy conditions. Today, sunny skies, gusty winds during the morning, high 68. Winds west-northwest at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Tonight, mainly clear, low 50. Winds west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, mainly sunny, high 71. Winds northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
When the going gets tough, the tough keep pulling.
All new episodes of Highway Through Hell, Sunday nights at 10 on the Weather Channel.
Yeah!
New Tidy Cats Lightweight 4-in-1 fights mess right. Attacks 3 strong litter box odors. Plus, locks clumps tight. And now, it's light.
Every home, every cat. There's a Tidy Cats for that.
Listen up. I'm here to get the lady of the house back on her feet and give her the strength and energy to stay healthy. Who's with me?
Yay! The complete balanced nutrition of great tasting Ensure with 9 grams of protein and 26 vitamins and minerals. Ensure. Take life in.
Nexium 24 Hour is the new #1 selling frequent heartburn brand in America.
I hope you like it spicy.
Get complete protection with the purple pill, the new leader in frequent heartburn. That's Nexium level protection.
Brace yourself. The first ever GSF is here with a torque vectoring differential and a 467 horsepower V8 engine. It's the next expression of F performance from Lexus.
I am never getting married.
We're never having kids.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, State Farm is there.
Right now, it's time for your Northeast forecast here on Weather Center Live. As you look at what's happening right now, still some showers in New Jersey, New York, and then snow farther to the west, closer to the Great Lakes, closer to the cold air. Pittsburgh, Buffalo, right around the freezing mark. A bit warmer in D.C., Philly, and New York, 40s and lower 50s right now through the day. Things are really drying out, really from about the Appalachians and Virginia over to D.C., Delaware, but still some lingering showers, parts of New England today. And highs going to stay in the 50s, lower 50s in New York, over to Boston. Winds still going to be a factor today. Up around 40-mile-an-hour winds from Boston to Maine and in Burlington over to Buffalo. 20s and even 30-mile-an-hour winds at times.
You know, and this comes after so many delays that we had yesterday due to the storms and the winds. Well, Winter Storm Petros is actually churning up the waves around Lake Michigan.
Reagan Medji is in Michigan City, Indiana, on the shores of Lake Michigan. Reagan, good morning.
The winds are not dying down here in Michigan City, Indiana. In fact, the gusts could be up to 50 miles an hour at some points today. Now, let's take a look at Lake Michigan. This is what we're looking at right now. You can see the waves crashing along the shelf ice. That's the mounds of snow and ice that you see. It's crashed about 9 feet. Now, if you go further into the lake, could be up to 20 feet. Now, we don't go out on that shelf ice because it's really dangerous. Some spots as thick as 8 feet, others very, very, very thin. That's because the water is eating away from underneath the ice that's been built up over time. What's odd about this, what you're looking at, is normally you wouldn't see all the waves crashing because Lake Michigan would be covered in a lot more ice. Right now, it's only covered in 12% ice. Last year at this time, 62% ice covered was Lake Michigan. But, you know, this year has been really odd with the lakes, not really freezing over as much. So this wind's going to be gusting throughout the day. It should be dying off by the afternoon, and this snow will be hit and miss. By noon, it should be out of here. But we're looking at another brutally cold and windy day here in Michigan City, Indiana. Back to you.
All right. Well, Reagan, we do know that those winds have been rather ripe across parts of the upper Great Lakes, but we're going to start to see improvement as we head into the weekend with warmer temperatures. But we want to talk more about some of the highlights and lowlights of Winter Storm Petros as we show you. Some of these locations got a foot of snow across parts of Michigan. For areas like Goodrich, 9.5 inches, but we go all the way far south as Arkansas, 8 inches of snowfall. Nothing certainly to sneeze at. As we go through the end of the evening, we're going to continue to see snow coming through. A couple inches. Certainly it's going to be the heaviest where we're going to be looking at areas right along the mountains. Of course, got some of that moisture pulling it in from the Great Lakes, enhancing some of that snowfall. As we look at the radar right now, you can continue to see some of the snow just kind of spinning through, but nothing right now is too active. Currently, some of these areas across parts of Ohio, you can see actually a little bit heavier with the amounts of snowfall as indicated by the darker blue shade. You can kind of see it better now. Those winds gusting at 30 to 31 miles per hour from Buffalo over towards Chicago, even into Grand Rapids, Indianapolis, 17 for you. The more we get that low to pull away, we'll see that resistance starting to weaken. So we'll see those winds actually subsiding. This is 7 o'clock. Notice that we're still looking at some snow, but overall, most of these areas are absolutely done with the snowfall as we go later into the evening hours. So that's midnight, and after that, you can say goodbye to the snow. For Cleveland, today, snow until you go home, 5 o'clock. Windy conditions. It still stays windy through about 11 o'clock, but then certainly we'll see that improvement. And for Buffalo, snow showers around for you until 7. But again, we're just talking a couple inches, but 22-mile-per-hour winds. And a 2-day outbreak of severe weather has left hundreds of homes damaged. Coming up, we now know just how strong some of those tornadoes were, and the numbers, they just might surprise you. And a lot of those storms were popping across parts of Florida. In fact, here's a live view of Orlando. Things are quiet now, but we'll let you know how the weather will look for the weekend right after the break.
I've been a poor man and I've been a king. I've had my life and the world on a string. I've traveled many roads, but I'm so far from done. Good to know there's so much to live for.
Your brain is an amazing thing, but as you get older, it naturally begins to change, causing a lack of sharpness or even trouble with recall. Thankfully, the breakthrough in Prevagen helps your brain and actually improves memory. The secret is an ingredient originally discovered in jellyfish. In clinical trials, Prevagen has been shown to improve short-term memory. Prevagen, the name to remember.
Home Advisor is a very easy way to find a home contractor, and for me, it's the only way.
Home Advisor instantly connects you with top-rated pros for any type of home project.
If you need it, Home Advisor has it.
And it's completely free. Go to homeadvisor.com now.
This is what I call helpfulness.
I called for a quote, and I could feel this extra effort to find out more about me and explain everything.
When there was a fire at our house, our Amica rep was there for us, and he kept in touch until everything was fixed and paid for. Practically became part of the family.
Helpfulness is what life is all about. And at Amica, we think it's what insurance should be all about, too. That's why the people who choose Amica stay with Amica. Call now for a free auto, home, or life insurance quote. This is helpfulness. Insured.
Pure is big, bold, and just better. Pure is McCormick. The smallest pinch of Pure McCormick can make meals legendary. We want to help you realize the rich taste that Pure can bring, because Pure tastes better.
From the moment they wake up, doers don't stop. Every day is a chance to do something great. And for the ones they love, they do anything. Sears Optical has glasses made for doing. Right now, buy one pair and get another free. Quality eyewear for doers. Sears Optical.